Are you a home buyer and wondering how or if you should hire a real estate agent? With the new NAR rules, things have changed. Buyer agents now must step up their game and explain what it is that they do. And believe me, a great agent does about 100 tasks more than just opening doors. In this new era of negotiating how much you'll pay your agent, you'll also interview agents to find the best fit. I'm doing 2 videos on this topic. One about the top characteristics of a great agent, and this one about the crucial tasks your agent should handle for you. It's all about finding an agent who will give you the best experience and the best outcome. So let's get to it. Step 1. Get pre-approved by a lender. Buying a home all starts with getting pre-approved by a lender. A stellar buyer agent makes it a breeze by connecting you with top-notch lenders who are known to local listing agents so that your home offer shines brightly because the local listing agent has confidence that your lender will come through. Yes, it really does make a difference to have a reputable, known lender. After your lender is set to work with you, a great buyer agent preps the lender to make phone calls to the listing agents after you make your home offer. The purpose is to have the lender confirm to the listing agent how qualified you are to get your loan. It's all about making you look good to sellers. Is getting pre-approved a step you should put off? Not a chance. For starters, a good offer is presented with a pre-approval letter. Without it, sellers might not take you seriously. Pre-approvals take time, days, and sometimes weeks. Getting your pre-approval up front avoids any last-minute scrambles when you find your dream home. Also, knowing your budget ahead of time saves you from headaches. You'll only fall in love with homes you can actually afford. Last, some sellers won't even let you in their house without a pre-approval. In a nutshell, getting pre-approved is your first must-do. Don't delay it. Step 2, explain the process. All right, you've got your pre-approval now. Let's get into the magic that a great buyer agent brings to the table in explaining the process and keeping the communication flowing. Your buyer agent should kick things off by breaking down the entire home buying process for you. A great agent should also share insider information from their own experience living in your area. This local knowledge is pure gold. Your buyer agent also provides access to the MLS Gold Standard Search through a private portal. You get real-time updates and hot new listings as soon as they hit the market, as well as those coming soon homes that you can't see on Zillow, giving you a head start before those properties even hit the market. Additionally, a great buyer agent has access to off-market properties, another potential perk for you. Further, your buyer agent can provide access to broker-only open houses, ensuring that you're ahead of the game. Also, a great buyer agent will constantly reassess what you're looking for and adjust property showings to fit your changing criteria. Last, a great buyer agent will explain how their compensation works, who pays it, and your options for that. By the way, if you're now thinking, that's a lot to remember, I can provide you with a list of all the tasks your buyer agent should do so that you can keep the list handy when you are interviewing agents. Just email me with the subject line, Great Buyer Agent List. Step 3, timeline and market. This step is all about getting the lay of the land and knowing what to expect. A great buyer agent will kick things off by providing local market data and insights. They'll explain the timeline for house hunting, mortgage approval, and closing. Understanding the local market is crucial. Your buyer agent will break down how the market impacts buyers like you, so you're ready to make smart decisions. Your buyer agent will also show you the stats on what percentage of the list price sellers are getting in your area to give you a realistic idea of what you might end up paying. Your buyer agent will also inform you about home types that might offer better pricing than the list price. Insider knowledge can save you money. Your buyer agent should also tell you the current average days on market for homes so you can gauge how quickly you're likely to need to act. A great buyer agent will share estimated potential out-of-pocket costs to complete the transaction so you won't be blindsided by unexpected expenses, and they'll help you understand the complete costs of home ownership. From the down payment to maintenance costs, you'll have a clear picture of what owning a home entails. Step 4, finding your home. Now it's time to hit the road and check out some homes. Your buyer agent will start by creating a list of homes for you to see, plan the route, and time your showings. Your agent makes all the necessary appointments to see homes. I know that all sounds easy, but it takes a lot of time. Also, if you are for sure buying, but you're not in the area, a great buyer agent will preview properties before showing them to you, if that's a service you want. For home showings, a great buyer agent will protect your interests by advising you on best practices during showings, including tips on how to communicate inside the house. A great agent will also caution you about social media use. Not all social media posts are in your best interest. During the showings, a great buyer agent will inspect the home with you. They'll point out the pluses and potential red flags you might miss. They'll also inform you of any negative aspects like nearby venues or operations that might impact your home's value. Your buyer agent will also communicate private listing remarks you should know that aren't available online. They will provide neighborhood data and insights about key points of interest and reliable resources for crime and school ratings. Further, for those dream home neighborhoods that might not have any current listings, a great buyer agent will knock on doors to find a seller if your budget aligns with the current comps. And they'll call other agents in their network for inside knowledge about off-market homes or homes that are coming to the market in that neighborhood. By the way, I'm Carrie Hill, lawyer turned realtor, and if you're buying or selling a home in Marin, I can help. And if you're not in Marin, I have a network of trusted realtors across the United States. In both cases, I love to help people just like you make a smart move. Just email me. Step 5, disclosures and CMA. All right, you found a home that catches your eye. Here's what your buyer's agent will do to ensure it's the right fit and help you make an informed decision. First up, your buyer agent will contact the listing agent to obtain all necessary disclosures, and a great buyer agent will start building the crucially needed good rapport with the listing agent. Regarding those disclosures, your buyer agent should review them for serious problems and relay those concerns to you. Your buyer agent will prepare a current CMA, comparative market analysis, to determine fair pricing. And if it moves to the top of your list for an offer, your buyer agent should arrange a revisit to the home where you can invite family, a handyman, or contractors, or whoever to join you. Now that you plan to make an offer, a great buyer agent will dig for information from the listing agent, prying out details for making the best offer. By the way, this is a top perk that only a great buyer agent can get. It has to do with being a member of the club. If you aren't using a buyer agent, you'll never get this advantage. And this advantage is critical to your best outcome. Next, your buyer agent should provide a preview of the residential purchase agreement before meeting with you to draft your offer. No one should sign a contract on the spot. This way, you can review it for understanding before your offer's meeting with your agent. Last, at your meeting with your agent, a great buyer agent will go over the contract terms and answer any questions about the residential purchase agreement. Step 6. Offer time. You found the home you want. Now it's time to make an offer. Here's how a top-notch buyer agent ensures you get the best deal. A great buyer agent will let you know their successful offer strategies and communicate a negotiating strategy tailored to the situation, all for your buy-in. A great agent will ensure your needs and preferences are clear and aligned with the offer strategy, and they will leverage their market knowledge and negotiation skills to aim for the most favorable deal. Your buyer agent will also call your lender to confirm loan details, appraisal times, close of escrow dates, and an interest cap to protect your interests. You need these answers to make your offer. Also, your buyer agent should clearly explain how contingencies work and share buyer agent hacks for your protection and advise you regarding the current typical length of contingencies in your market. Last, with all this legwork complete, a great buyer agent will draft an offer that stands out and appeals to the seller. Step 7. Accepted offers. Assuming your offer is accepted, here's how a top-notch buyer agent keeps everything running smoothly. Your buyer agent will advocate for you throughout the process, working around the clock to ensure your deal stays on track. They'll provide a calendar of important dates, and you never want to miss a deadline. Your buyer agent will give you a list of recommended inspectors, and they'll provide a homeowner insurance list to help you source the best coverage. Your buyer agent will also create a dedicated brokerage portal for all transaction documents, keeping everything organized, and they'll also create an email introduction of all the parties involved, so there'll be clear communication throughout the process. During this time, ongoing communication with the lender, transaction coordinator, escrow officer, and listing agent is crucial for a smooth process. Your buyer agent also will coordinate with you to view the home for measurements, inspections, and any other needs. Your buyer agent will arrange entry and stay on the premises for anyone you hire. A great buyer agent will read any inspection reports, looking out for serious problems, and relay any concerns to you, and they'll negotiate all issues that arise. So I'm talking about renegotiating the price, all to get you the best terms, including any buyer credits if needed. Your buyer agent will ensure all documentation to release contingencies are completed on time so that your deal is not jeopardized. A great buyer agent will skillfully modify contingency periods to extend time if needed without you losing the deal. Those are some agent tricks. Step 8. When the deal is non-contingent. Congratulations! You're almost there. When the deal is non-contingent, meaning you are now fully committed to pay for the house, here's how your buyer agent will keep continuing to keep things on track. Your buyer agent will follow up with the lender to ensure they're on schedule to close. Some great agents will provide a free concierge service for utility hookups. I do. And for when you move, and give you a checklist of what to do to prep for your move. They'll also schedule a final walkthrough to verify nothing has changed since you made your offer, and they'll follow up for final document signing. Your buyer agent will request final closing figures from the escrow company or attorney and review the closing statement for accuracy. A great buyer agent will also check out the addendums and any alterations to ensure that the agreed terms are met. And they'll also remind the listing agent in writing of any side agreements that occurred with the seller. Sometimes that happens because somebody's leaving a piece of furniture behind that the buyer actually wanted and the seller's giving it to them. So that's not in the contract. Need to follow up on it. Additionally, your buyer agent will explain additional insurance options such as flood, earthquake, and title insurance. Lastly, your buyer agent will advise you about move-in items you might want to handle before you move in. Step 9, the close. Yay, the grand finale! It's closing day, where the funds transfer, escrow closes, and ownership changes hands. Here's how your buyer agent wraps it up. Your buyer agent should gather all required forms and documents for closing. Double check all tax, homeowner association dues, utility, and applicable prorations. They'll confirm the status of the loan funding to ensure it's clear to close. Your buyer agent will explain wire fraud risks and remind you how to transfer funds safely. They'll support you in any final closing activities and communicate with the escrow officer about closing and recording the deed that you now own the house. Finally, your buyer agent will meet with you to hand over the keys to your new home. And a great buyer agent will continue working for you even after closing day to follow up with any tasks that still require attention. Navigating the home buying process can feel like a marathon, but a great buyer agent is your ultimate guide and ally. With their expert knowledge and access to the real estate agent network that only agents can tap into, a great agent will help not only make your home buying process smooth, but also save you a lot of money and future headaches. Now that you know what a top agent should do, find that great agent and make your home buying experience a breeze. I did a video on how the new NAR rules will affect working with a buyer agent, and I'll be doing more videos to help buyers navigate how to find a great buyer agent, including one with all the buyer agent interview questions you should ask. Subscribe and hit the bell notifications so you don't miss those videos. And for more information useful to buyers and sellers, there should be home videos on that showing right now. Thank you for watching and have a great day.